Are you someone that really feels detached from your work, from what it is that you are even doing in this lifetime? Maybe you feel like you want to escape, then this video is for you. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name's Fola, and here on Deep Mind Squared, we talk all things magical practices and altered states. And as I said at the beginning, this video is really a way for me to just share a bit of a message on an experience that we had the other day where we witnessed a few different people in employment or work situations that they really didn't seem very happy in. And it hit home to me when a conversation ensued with a staff at a particular retail store who shared that she was so excited to get home, unwrap her VR headset, and just completely escape this current reality. And so whatever your views might be about things like the Metaverse and alternate realities or virtual realities, this isn't so much a political debate about that. I have my own views around the matter with that. I do feel, though, that if we're not mindful or conscious of our use of any technology, such as VR or AI technology, then we can run into a lot of issues. And that issue is the same thing that we're seeing now in the increase in rates of addiction and mental health concerns. We're just going to continually cover up the wounds and mask the real pains inside, or the hole that we have inside of us, by these external bandages or kind of objects that we attach ourselves to. And so this conversation had me think of, hearing this person who enjoys being in the VR space with their partner. They would share eye mask, and now she was going to receive her own eye mask or the VR headset so that she could go into the space with him and explore places like in the Louvre in France and other areas around the globe that she didn't think she had any option to visit. Or, in her case, mentioning that this level of anxiety that kind of shows up around being in public spaces or being around others, which I completely get. It was funny, just the day before I was telling Paul, I'm like, it would be really cool if we could come to this concert and it would just be us and not all the people, so I didn't have to feel all these energies. And yet there's also a beauty in us being in these spaces and having the fullest experience. I mean, I haven't used a whole lot of VR, so I can't speak to the depth of the technology at this point. I do know, though, that in life, anything besides the real living environment is not probably the same thing. You can let me know below what your thoughts are on VR, on these technologies, and what your experiences are. I'd love to hear that. Please, if you are for it, against it, or kind of in between. And so here I was with this thought of, okay, what could life look like? And how could life be so, lead to this sense of wanting to escape it, that we would need to literally put like a mask over our face? And I recognize that so many people are living lives like this, and this might be you. You might be feeling like you just want to get away, and you mask it with alcohol, with drugs, with other substances, with food, with screen time and scroll time that's like endless. Or you might put on a VR mask and hide. You might watch YouTube videos constantly. This isn't a judgment to where you are. This is just a place for me to speak and say, are you becoming aware? Are you bringing awareness into your actions? And you have the will, you have the choice of what you spend your time doing and how you show up. And for the most part, people who are unhappy, feeling stuck, it's because they aren't following their life path. They aren't in the place of carrying out their great work or their passions or the things that they really love. Can't tell you how many people come and tell me, like, I'm just feeling trapped in my life, and this is what I'm doing now, and this is what I'd rather be doing. But, like, how do I make that jump? And we all go through this. This isn't like, I'm here sitting, I'm better than you. It's just like, I too have had to take that leap of faith, and I'm continually taking this leap of faith. I just had a coaching session with my coach, and I'm like, I feel like I'm in this in-between state, and there's this path where I'm here in this, like, one side of this track that's skeletons and dusty, and it's like dying, and then there's a space between that's just a void and black, and it's the unknown. And on the other side, I can see this golden rail, like a railroad track or something that I'm supposed to land on and continue my path forward. I'm like, and yet the fear of taking that leap of faith, of jumping and like saying yes to what it is I really feel called to, it's like so real. And it keeps many of us stuck. And so I think eventually, again, like our life path, whatever that is, your blueprint of your life that's divinely guided, Spirit is going to guide you and make it known and create the circumstances in which you will feel finally that you have to take that big like leap. Other people, it could be when they're 80, 90, some people when they're 18, when they're 10, like God knows, like there's so many incredible people doing so many incredible things. And there are people out there who continually come to the edge, you know, like the Fool and the tarot card, coming to the edge, to that cliff and looking and not yet ready to leap. And so just holding so much compassion and grace for you wherever you are, that it's okay. And then from here, what next step can you take? What little tiny step? I've talked about this before. Is it taking a class? Is it going for an energy work session? Is it starting working with a coach or a therapist? Is it talking with a friend that you trust about, these are the things I would like to see happen? You know, it might be going and registering that business name, or, you know, figuring out some way, a business plan so that you can start creating something that you wish to create, or even posting videos on YouTube or starting a podcast, you know, like whatever it is, it's endless. You are a creator, and you're meant to create here on this planet as a representation of the divine moving through you. So as we imagine that leap of faith, you know, from that old dusty place over the unknown or into the unknown to that golden track, I was reminded by my coach about this technique in Access Consciousness where we count and we kind of destroy energies through the counting. And she's like, the number 13 is going to help with that leap of faith. The thing where we feel like we need to go into something else, but we're not sure how. Is we're going to do that here together. Just noticing, you can have your hands in the fists, noticing the energy of where you are right now, maybe how you're feeling stuck or stagnant or uncertain of the path forward. And we're just going to count to 13 with the hand gestures, shaking it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. Just feeling and noticing the energy. And you can do this as many times as you feel called, whenever you feel called. And allow yourself to envision yourself on that golden track. You don't have to put on a VR mask to experience the life that you want. And the spirit, the divine energy, the intelligence that exists around all of us wants you to have exactly what it is that you want. It's going to make it possible for you to do that, financial or not, or however it needs to come about. It's all just energy. So, from my heart to yours, I hope you have a fabulous day, and may the transformation await. Until then, folks.